Okay. Ground to a halt. Although the case remained open without fresh evidence, it stayed dormant until high-profile campaign by the family led to it being re-interviewed in 2000. Dang, you go, parents, for rallying around your kid. Lemon had contacted the family, making a deathbed confession that a former boyfriend, himself a soldier, had confessed to her about abducting and murdering a toddler from a German supermarket in 1981. The man was arrested but released without charge due to lack of evidence, and the case was closed 3 years later. Age progression photographs suggest how Kate may have looked at key ages were released in 2008, but they failed to gather results. In 2012, the case was again reopened following pressure from Louise NP Ian Wright and Gaspot MP Caroline Dining Age. Caroline were raised and matted during Prime Minister Clinton in Paramount, leading then PD David to agree to look into what D described as the chronic mishandling of the case by the Royal Military Police. When Carmen informed Louise that he had decided not to order an inquiry into the handling of the initial investigation, they requested access to the case files on Kate's disappearance to assist the evidence themselves, but this was denied, despite the RMP admitting that mistake was made. During the first investigation, a Minister Defense spokesman said, "The RMP does not routinely disclose information in relative to ongoing investigation. Should a new line of inquiry develop, disclosure of the case file could have a prejudicial effect on the investigation and potential reduces the rights to a fair trial." A grisly end. The Lee search for Kay has been fraught with disappointment, torment, and anguish. Several years ago, a retried detective who specialized in children abduction cases announced that he believed child killer Robert Black had abducted the murdered Kate. Chris Clark said that the abductor was working in Germany developing posters at the time Kate disappeared. Speaking to the Mirror, he said the child was abducted by a bad person, and the manner in which she disappeared was exactly the way Black had been able to make children vanish. He'd have been visiting British Army camps along the Rhine, including Paderborn. I'm quite convinced Black quietly befriended Kate Lee, took her to his van outside the NAFI, and took her. However, Kay's father confirmed that detectives had already considered that line of inquiry and ruled it out. He blasted Clark for using my family tragedy to promote and publish his forthcoming book. Although sustained by hope and their love for Cat, I just said K now, the Lees have been long aware that their darling daughter may no longer be alive. This horrible possibility was brought home to them again recently when the Royal Military Police, working not only with evidence gathered during the initial investigation but also on new evidence, described to being the banks of the river close to where Kate disappeared. The dig was linked to the report of the men seen putting a child resembling Kat into a green saloon in the car park of the NAAFI.